Yo, what's good everybody, it's your host Incognist, and today we are going to be making a chair farm. Before we get into today's video, if it's helpful, make sure you like and subscribe, and comment any other suggestions you would like to see. So, real quickly, I have set up a little power factory here. You don't need to do all this, but I just want to get away from this factory because it doesn't produce enough power as it is. So what we're going to do is start off with our trees, and what we're going to do is we're going to start off with I'd say smallest go is a 7x7, but I'm going to go 15x15, which might be a bit overkill, but it's better to be overkill than hardly any. So I'll quickly build that right now. So once we built our 15x15 or 7x7, 8x8, 9, whatever you decide to build, right, what we're going to do is we're going to go free from the diagonal or free from the side here and free up. And we're going to remove the third one from each one in each corner, just like this. And we're going to do it again, just about there. No, I don't, the wrong one. I'm just going to keep removing them. Once we removed all of that, we just need to put one in the centers here, about so, and we'll do it just like this. And this is where our sprinklers are going to go, and we're going to place the sprinklers just now. So because of how many sprinklers we have, we need, I think, 3, maybe 4 water tanks. So I'm going to place the water tanks just here. Before I actually forget, I'm going to place 4 actually. Before I forget, we need to place the tree farm controller and make sure it spans the entire length of the factory. If for whatever reason it doesn't, just remove the middle block here and just place it just about there. And there you go, problemo is solved. So what we're going to do is link up these water tanks just so that these can start growing. I'm going to use water pump 2s. I highly recommend you also use water pump 2s. I recommend at least 2 for a size of this. However, you can probably get away with just like 1, depending on the size of the actual setup you're going for. So we're going to place this here and that there and that there, just so we can link these up to the controller in the center here, because this requires power. And then I'm going to link this battery up. So, well, I said I'm going to link this battery up to our pole, and we're going to link the pole from here to these water nodes, and then this will start working if I link these up like that. There we go. So now these are going to start filling up, which means our sprinklers are going to start working. So while the sprinklers start working, we need to build our little collector, which is this tree farm harvester. And as you can see, it doesn't quite reach all over this field, which is real fun. What we will do is we're going to remove a floor. We're going to remove a 4 block here, 4 block here. And you can only, if you, depending on the size of it, obviously, you can place just 1. However, because of the size of this one, we need about 4. And what I'm going to do is just go place a tree farm output just here, which means these should just reach. Depending on the hitbox of this, it should just reach. So I have built it pretty big. I'm going to leave it like this just for the sake of the tutorial, but you can definitely downscale this. This is a very overkill. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our sawmills, and now there's a specific way I like placing these. I'm going to place the actually no, I'm going to start off by putting a silo in front of the output here. What this allows us to do is any excess is that this doesn't stop producing logs. It will keep on collecting in here, which is helpful for upgrading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where the sawmill was, and then what I'm going to do is when I've located the sawmill, there it is I'm going to make sure that the face of where the stuff is going to go into is facing the closest to where the output of the logs is, just like this. And what I'm going to do is place one there. I'm going to place one just a step back and another a step back, just like this. So you should be left with a little pattern like so. And what you do is you just copy this pattern over and over and over again. I'm going to do just 4 layers for now, just like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link it up with the pipes, and the way I'm going to link this up is just grab this pipe real quick. I'm just going to place the freeways like so, and I'm going to put corners just after these freeways. And now this is a pretty simple setup, because now afterwards I'm just going to put a corner on these inputs and outputs like so, and misclick. And then after that, on these outputs here, I'm going to put a freeway just like so. And what you want to do is just make sure that these are all flowing into and out to, which they do appear to be. So this lines up just perfectly with our silo, which is spot on pretty much. And we're just going to grab our frontwards pipe and just run it the length like so. And then obviously make sure that these pipes are running the right way. As long as you shift click and start there, you should be all good. So obviously this requires power. So what we're going to do is drag our power over just like so. And link these all up. And link it all to power. Bada boy. So now these are receiving power. We now need to firstly collect these all at one end, just like so. Make sure the pipes are flowing the right way, which they are. And we need to build a craft assembler. Now, depending on how many planks you decide to make and how many nails you can make, you want to build 2 to 3 craft assemblers and make sure that the intersects go the right way. Where's the craft assembler? There you are. So you want to place it this way around, and there's a specific way these are supposed to go in. So nails go in this one here, planks go in this one here. So we can just do a corner and a straight way, just like so. And what I'm going to do is the same thing reversed on this side here. And then just for simplicity, I'm going to route this forwards in front of it, just so I don't have to intersect this at all. And it's just easy on the brain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this farm backwards. I'm going to start off with a roller, and the roller is just going to be a straight output to this pipe here, and we need to input iron ingots. How do we make iron ingots? Well, we need to make iron. And how do we make iron? With an ingot molder to begin with, which we can place like so, and make sure it links inwards. And then we can place some fluid pipes just outside of the ingot molder like so. Make sure they are going in, and we probably need to drive this just over here, which actually I don't think that reaches. Oh no, it does. Look at that. Make sure it's all powered. So what we're gonna do is now build the furnace, which is in tier 1, and there it is. And I'm gonna place 2 of these furnaces just like this. And then I'm going to link all of this to our fluid pipe, which we need a 4-way. This goes this way. This goes this way. And just make sure these go the right way, which this one doesn't. There we go. And neither does he. There we go, they all go the right way. And we need to power them like so. And now we can just place our, where is it? The iron ore or iron miner, mining iron. Jesus, this is a hard one, boys. I'm gonna place it 2 blocks out. This is about how many you need, which is about 8 or 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How to count? There we go. And what we're gonna do is place our. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make sure these go one way. I'm gonna place a corner, and I'm gonna do the same thing backwards, pretty much, like so. I've changed it. There we go. Like this, and just make sure these pipes go the right way, which this one doesn't. And there's probably gonna be one more that doesn't. Oh, they all seem to be going the right way. And we're gonna link all of that up to power, so that I can start crafting ourselves some ingots, which then craft us some nails, which then go in here. And then that's pretty much a chair factory, boys. That is as compact, well, as compact as I can make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that run. I believe this isn't linked. Oh no, it is linked up. It's just not feeding out. There we go. So what I'm going to do, boys, is I'm going to let this sit for a minute or so, so it can make some logs, so you can see it working. So as you can see, we have our logs feeding in, and they're doing pretty well. I think we're getting a little bit of a stack, which is pretty good to see. And pretty much we should start seeing these ones at the end here working, as long as we've got enough electricity. I think they need one more plank, so this one is probably the one that's going to work first. We'll see. Oh no, over here we have these ones working. They're making our planks, and the planks are going to feed into here, and we've already got 6 of the bad boys. And so what I'm going to do is quickly see what's happening over here. And we're getting a good amount of iron coming through, which is always good to see. And we're getting some liquid iron in here, which is making our ingots, which has gone the roller, which is making our nails. And we have 200 nails. And yeah, I've got 1 chair in the thing here. So the reason why I say add more craft assemblers is because this gets backed up, usually, because it takes 20 seconds or so. It's either 10 or 20 seconds to make a chair. Therefore, you'll end up getting a lot of nails backed up. And eventually, if you expand the sawmills, just like I have here, just keep going up, adding a freeway and repeating the process over and over again, then you will get a lot of backed up planks, which means you'll get a lot of chairs in return, which means you need more craft assemblers. If anyone needs help with that, please let me know in the comments. I'll happily explain how you can do that. And I think that is all for this tutorial, boys. So if you've enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, comment any suggestions you may have, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.